October 6th through 12th is Mental Illness Awareness Week. So anyway, I want to give you a couple thoughts, some testimony, sort of talk about this a little bit. It's an interesting week. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about, how I'm reflecting on it. A lot of folks will be putting out little square posts on their websites and Instagram saying, "Oh, mental health illness, mental illness awareness week. Check us out. It's okay not to be okay." And I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have made a square post too, but I'd rather just talk to you guys. I want to share some of my thoughts about this week and kind of my journey and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And when you look at our stuff on Clarisana, you can kind of see where's all that coming from, right? So as I've said before, I started Clarisana for the veteran suicide rate. I got pissed off about that and whatnot, but up until that time, I mean, I was kind of a knuckle dragging ER doc, Army guy, right? I did over 20 years of emergency medicine. I mean, I'm still an ER doc, but I was doing full time back then. And did 20 years in the military, had several deployments. And, it's interesting. It's insidious, just the beat down that you take, especially in healthcare, right? So, a lot of this message will be geared a little bit more towards some of my healthcare colleagues, but it applies to a number of disciplines. I mean, life is a contact sport, man. Like in healthcare, working as an ER doc, I mean, there's plenty of physical abuse. I've been assaulted a number of times. Man, verbal abuse, you just take that. Psychological abuse, you take on a daily basis. Every shift just is absolutely brutal. I mean, people ask me, when you're in the military, like when you're in Afghanistan, Iraq, I mean, was that rough? I mean, yeah, the parts of it were kind of terrifying. I mean, most of it actually was kind of fun. And granted, I wasn't an infantry dude; I was a door kicker. But like, it's just interesting when you think about that compared to healthcare. I mean, I was part of a QRF, which is a quick response force. We were trained in the Afghan border police in 2007. I was with an infantry unit then, and I was driving the Humvee. We were responding to a firefight. The police who were training, they got into a fight with the Pakistanis actually. And I mean, I swear to God, I turned to the troop commander who was next to me in the Humvee, and I said, at least I'm not in the ICU at Denver Health. Right, there is nothing worse than being a resident in the ICU in Denver Health. There's actually nothing worse than being a resident in Denver Health, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, for whatever reason, that's what came to mind as we were like responding to a firefight in Afghanistan in the middle of the night. It's nuts, man. So I mean, that was a beatdown that took its toll over years. It totally took its toll on me, and it finally culminated in everything falling apart in 2019. I had a mental breakdown. Just kind of lost it. My wife at the time decided she didn't want to be a part of that, so I started going through kind of a painful divorce, and that's when I started really reevaluating myself, reevaluating the whole concept of mental health treatment, and the idea of getting help and getting a therapist. I got a therapist. I went out to Los Angeles, got plugged in with my buddy Steve Mandel. He did a couple of infusions of ketamine for me, and that was great. I mean, that saved my life. A little surprised in some ways that I made it through that season. So anyway, I hope this resonates with you. I mean, it's not a sales pitch or anything like that. It's, I want to kind of share some testimony, speak some truth for you, and, have you think about that and think about as we go into Mental Illness Awareness Week starting today. I hope that just, gives you some peace and something to hang on to. So have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you on the next video.